Welcome back, Nemesis Gaming League, as we're gonna head into our last but not least Saturday Night Rocket League of the regular season, as we're gonna have some rival action with our rival versus Galaxy here. And alongside me for this cast of the last game is BM Matt. How you doing, BM Matt?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to get into this last game of the regular season here. Already ready to move on into playoffs. So, hopefully we can end off the regular season with a bang.
Yes, I know teams are itching and they're getting ready to get those playoff grind going. If you are involved in those, and if you're not involved in those, uh, it's unfortunate. Unfortunately, we can't have every team make the playoffs, but put in the work in the off season, and we hope to see you guys here next season. Um, so I believe BM Matt, we're just gonna play some Rocket League here in this game. Doesn't matter who wins, doesn't matter who loses. There's no playoff implications. It's just for good old Rocket League fun and to get another win or loss on your record.
Yeah, and you always, you got to love when you're actually just kind of there playing for fun. It doesn't have to completely be super competitive because Galaxy, they already locked up the 3 seed and Rivals eliminated. So, there's, like you said, there's nothing to play for here. So these two teams, they're just going to go out there, have fun, and, give it their best shot.
Yes, that indeed. And a rival unfortunately got kicked out of a last play-in spot contention earlier in this week. They were fighting up for this last week to be able to get in, and um, they weren't able to. And Galaxy did lock up that 3 seed. They're gonna have a first round match up against my very own Knights team, but it looks like we did get Galaxy. They finally joined the lobby. So we're gonna get this up and running and underway here. What's your prediction here for this one?
We do have Rockerman over here on a rival side of the field, so my prediction might be a little bit biased here. I'm going to go with a rival in 5. I think they're going to come out pretty strong.
Arrival in 5. I like it. I'm gonna join you on that one. I'm gonna take Arrival in this one as well. Let's see Rockerman on Saturday Night Rocket League finale, and let's see his team get a dub. Nothing better than having the, owner and director of Nemesis himself get a dub on Saturday Night Rocket League to end the season. All right, as we load it up here, getting ready to take this kickoff is Hunter and Say. I don't know who Say is, but here we go. Owe looking for the flip reset, gets the touch off the backboard, but unable to follow through and get that double tap. But Skittles popping it middle, unable to get that one past Hunter. But Say's gonna get a touch across the middle, and big clear here by Hunter, as Skittles gonna have to make a diving save to try to get that one. And so far, not too much play here between both teams. A couple big bangs and a couple touches here and there, but we're looking good as Say looks for get the save off the pinch, but accidentally taps that one down and in.
Yeah, and look at that. We do have a Rockerman goal. As unfortunate for the Galaxy team, just they weren't quite able to get around that shot to try and get the save on it. And it's going to go ahead and put a rival up 1 pretty early.
That indeed it does, but I don't know if we can really call that a Rockerman goal. Yes, he got credited for it, but did he really score it? I don't know. We got to be picky when it comes to Rockerman here. He does a lot for us, so it's always nice to be able to get him a little bit of a hard time when we can. But a rival keeping this in Galaxy's defensive end. They've had quite a bit of pressure here since they scored that first goal. Boost starving, and Hunter's able to read that off the corner and flick that over the last defender's head to give a rival here a 2-0 early lead.
Yeah, and they're really coming out strong. A lot stronger than I'd say a lot of us were expecting. You do have Hunter with that nice little, I guess you could call it a solo play in the corner, and he was able to just add to the rival lead, but it's still a lot of time left in this game, so if Galaxy can kind of turn on the Jets a little bit here, I guess you could say, and they could possibly tie this game up quickly.
That they could, and they are a 3 seed for a reason. Um, so they have the skill, they have the potential to be able to do so, but um, I'm not really sure if this is their normal roster. I don't know who Say is. Well, Say is Sayro. And then you got OA, but um, I don't know if Skittles is Boy Wonder or if it's Ventus. But they are missing some of their starting rotations here at least. So that may have something to do with it. I don't know how much time they have in with their sub.
Yeah, that's a lot of teams' problems. They do, when they have to use their sub, a lot of teams aren't completely used to playing with that fourth man, and sometimes that could be a little bit rough for them. But that's just something you got to be able to get a little bit of practice in, and hopefully you'll have something click.
And that could also be a possibility. Maybe they want to get that practice in, so they chose to use a sub today instead of their full roster, as they know no matter what happens in this game, they're gonna remain the 3 seed. So they could be treating this like a scrim, trying to get in extra practice with their sub, but I'm not really sure. But either way, it's good practice for the Galaxy squad, getting used to using their sub instead of their starting roster, in case during the playoffs something does happen and you don't have to worry too much. But so far, since that second goal, haven't had too much action here. It's kind of just been back and forth, a lot of midfield play, as Galaxy's looking to get something started here, but no one there to read that off of the backboard, even though the double commit came out from a rival and the net was looking pretty wide open. But Skittles with the big bang off the ceiling, over Rockerman himself, and in to give him a 1 goal with a minute 48, only down by 1.
Yeah, able to cut the lead in half, which is huge. And those balls off of the roof, they're really crucial because once that takes the bounce off of the roof, there's really no saying what it could do. It could drop straight down, or it could still somewhat start to float. And it looked like it was another situation where it's just kind of an awkward read for a rival. And for Galaxy's sake, that we'll cut the lead in half now with about a minute and 30 left.
And a great play right there by Galaxy. I don't know if that was intended or not, but Skittles missing the double tap, and OA hits it back off of Skittles. But Skittles is going to end up getting the goal anyways with a great touch, and then finding the demo to clear the goal open to tie this up 2-2.
Yeah, a nice little demo play by him, and like you said, gonna tie it up. So there was still a ton of time left in the game when a rival got their early lead, and it looks like Galaxy has kind of locked in a little bit, and they've been able to find their way back in the game.
I am getting word on the street that Skittles is not Boy Wonder or Ventus. It is actually an FA, free agent. So they are using a free agent in this game, as it looks like Ventus and Boy Wonder were unable to make the game. So for them using a free agent, it makes sense why they started off game 1 a little slow, but they have managed to bounce back. And with 50 seconds to go, we're looking at a 2-team ball game.
Yeah, it took them a little bit, and oh my, that's going to go all the way in, all the way downfield, and Skittle is going to get his hat trick.
That indeed he does. Skittle, great effort there by Skittle, putting that on target, realizing that a rival's defense was pushed up a little too far and they weren't able to get back for that. And Skittle sitting on the free agency list. If there is any teams that have an open spot that could fit him, he's trying to make a case so that he can get added, as we have 2 days left for possible pickups right before the playoffs, as no free agents can be used during, or sub-ups for that fact, can be used during the playoffs. It's your roster and your roster only. So if you can't field 3 out of your 4 rostered players, you will have to FF those games.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that, as time is going to go ahead and start to wind down the final 10 seconds. Galaxy is going to look to hold on to this, but a rival also looking to possibly start a last-second push, as the ball will be killed and Galaxy takes game 1.
Galaxy takes game 1 down 2-0 early on, and able to bounce back, fight back to secure game 1 win, and definitely show us there that they are a top team, even though that free agent that they're using um, did a lot of the heavy lifting work there for him. He had 3 goals, 3 saves, did a lot of work there for him.
Yeah, he was definitely a huge part to that game one comeback and just game one in general. All 3 goals for him. So, like you said, he definitely did a ton for this Galaxy team, and you know it could come down to one of those situations where you can't just rely on one player. So I think later on in the series, Say and Oi are going to both have to step it up a little bit.
That indeed they do, and we're looking right now, and it looks like they are using a free agent that they're not quite able to use. Boy Wonder is their highest sal at a 1650, and they have 23 cap room remaining, so able to get a 1673. But Skittles is actually a 1676. So we're gonna have to figure this out, as they will not be able to use Skittles for the remainder of this series, and we're gonna have to see what we're gonna have to do with that game one.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate for the Galaxy team. As like we were saying, he was definitely a huge part to that, and it looked like they started to kind of get things down a little bit with him. But now, seeing that he is ineligible to be the sub for them, they're gonna have to possibly find somebody else to play, and it's gonna be another situation where they're gonna have to take a little bit of time throughout a game and hope that they don't drop down too far, if they do drop down at all, in order to uh, be able to remain in the game.
Looks like they're gonna roll with it. I don't know what's gonna go on here.
Rockerman can break his own rules. It's okay.
All right. Well, it looks like they're gonna keep using Skittles. I don't know what's gonna go on here. I don't know if they're just gonna play out this series for the content, um, and deal with it later, or if Rockerman's just gonna allow it to happen, as he is on the pitch and playing himself. So, um, we will have to see what's gonna happen here. But for now, we play Rocket League, and game two underway after Galaxy did take game one. Rockerman looking for the 50, puts it middle, but Hunter gets beat by Skittles, unable to put that on target. But living like Larry puts it in for the early 1-0 lead.
There you go, rival starting to get their early lead once again. And last game we saw that, but at the same time, Galaxy was able to quickly make that comeback and end up taking the game. But you always want to be able to start out on top, and that's what a rival's going to do once again.
Yeah, Rival did good. Started up on top game one. Had a 2-goal lead, but Galaxy able to fight back and get back. So we're kind of looking like the same pattern here, as a Rival gets the pass middle from Rockerman, but Hunter just a little too slow, not able to get there. But he passes it middle to Rockerman, and Hunter looking for the dunk to secure that in, but great defense there by Galaxy to stuff that and get the clear out. Now they're looking to recollect themselves, but a little bit of a double commit. Rockerman banging it off to the side to living like Larry, who's looking for a pinch middle. Gets the pass middle, but Owe with the big save, and Hunter's going to put that one in. Great pass. Wow.
Yeah, and a rival back to their same position with the 2-0. Larry with the great pass centered for Hunter there. And, just perfectly positioned. Always got to have that man centered, and it'll work out for a rival as they extend their lead 2-0 now.
Yes, as now Galaxy is hoping that this turns into, a reenactment of game one, down 2-0, but came back to win 3-2. Almost the same time frame as well as the first game, so we'll see if history repeats itself here, as a rival is looking to say no way, and they're gonna put in a third one.
Yeah, and there you go, Larry to Hunter once again, and that's going to work for a second goal combined between those two, and it looks like they might actually have something starting to click here in this game too. And Galaxy, they're looking to be in a bit of trouble.
They are looking to be in a bit of trouble, but don't be too worried, as they are, like I said, using a free agent, so it's not their full roster. They are missing 2 starters from their roster here tonight, so Unfortunate to see that they don't have their full roster, but it's not going to affect them in any way. As Skittles looking to dribble it past the whole Arrival defense, but gets bumped, and we're going to have an awkward touch there by Rockerman, who expecting a harder pass, but Larry gets the dunk and back. I don't even know what just happened there. What just
Yeah,
that was too many touches.
yeah, it was a lot of chaos there, and Rockerman, just couldn't get it done. Gonna end up giving Galaxy one back.
Yes, Rockerman didn't get it done. Um, that doesn't happen often with Rockerman. He gets a lot of things done. He's a great director. He's gotten a lot of stuff done, but no, he was unable to make that save and keep the shutout for his Arrival team here. But they're back on the attack. Hunter looking to 50 the ball, but Say gets to clear out. Straight to Larry, though. And Rockerman's going to have to retreat a little bit. Gets demoed off to the 50. And a little bit of a double commit here by Arrival. And Skittles is going to pop it up over one. Straight into Rockerman, who's looking to follow it and get a pass up the field to Larry. Unable to get that backboard touch was Larry. And Skittles is coming the other way. Great defensive touch there by Hunter. And great read by Rockerman to be ready for that touch. As since that last goal there, we're going to have a little bit of a ping pong action here. And if I'm not mistaken, Matt, did I just see a Rule 1 get broken?
You definitely did. I was going to mention that. And Hunter looks like he's going to bring bad luck upon Arrival, and Galaxy is going to score here. The main rule of Rocket League is never break the Rule 1.
It was broken by Hunter, and not even 10 seconds later, does Galaxy come back and put it in, and now 1:30 left to go in game 2. They're only down 1 goal, and they're trying to come back for this yet another 2+ goal differential comeback. And they're on the right track right now as we're heading down to a minute left to go, as Skittles gonna pop it. He's looking for the touch. He beats one defender off the crossbar, and Say unable to get the touch and put that in and tie it up. As Hunter's now gonna come back the other way, bangs it to the corner. Larry looking for the pass middle, but Say's gonna read that one perfectly and beat him out off to the wall, but he's got no boost to follow that up, and Say's gonna have to try to come in and make something happen. 50 there in the middle. Say's right on top of it. He beats one defender. Can he get the touch? Gets the angle, but not fast enough, as Hunter's able to race back and just get the save. As now Rockerman puts it to the corner, and Skittles is going to pop that middle. What a pass and what a shot.
Wow, and Skittles with a great pass off of, I guess, the attempted clear by Larry. And Oi, he's just perfectly positioned there, and a great placement of his shot in that top right corner. That's going to end up, I wouldn't say completing Galaxy's comeback, but it will get them back even.
And there's the complete of the comeback right there, as not even 8 seconds later is Skittles going to put in their 4th goal and give them the 4-3 lead in back-to-back games. Galaxy has had a comeback and now taking the lead with 22 seconds to go.
Skittle just being clutch once again for this Galaxy team. Even being an FA sub, he's really doing like the most that he can to kind of showcase himself, and he's definitely getting the job done for this Galaxy team.
Indeed he is. He's getting it done as time is ticking down with 3 seconds to go. Our rival's gonna have to try to keep this up all the way from their back defensive half. And Rockerman gets the big clear. Larry's up looking for the touch, but great 50 there by the Galaxy defense, as there was 2 of them there, and they did not want to see that one go in and go into overtime.
Yeah, and Galaxy completing another multi-goal comeback here in game number 2. And that'll set them up in the potential sweep positioning, as it looks like Hunter's Rule 1 break may have, put a little bit of bad luck on Arrival, and that could be part of the reason the Rocket League gods making Galaxy, just come out on top here.
Yeah, that's always rough to see for sure. When you have um break a rule run, you see the instant goal karma, and then you see the Galaxy team able to come back. Not even another goal, but they got two more goals to finish off and complete that comeback with a minute 30 to go. So I don't know if that was just karma or if that was just Galaxy doing Galaxy things and repeating history from game one. But we're underway for game three. Galaxy looking to get the sweep, and a rival looking to keep their hopes alive and force this to at least a game four.
Yes, Galaxy, they had a great chance there, almost getting a nice double to take the early lead. And, definitely looking at the last two games, Galaxy seems to have the majority of the momentum going their way right now. So they're definitely going to look to possibly sweep a rival here.
That indeed they are, as OA gonna start it off early for Galaxy and give them the 1-0 lead here. Great pressure there by Galaxy, banging clear and able to just follow up his own pass.
Yeah, Oe almost getting the double early on, but he's then going to be able to read that ball off of the roof and give Galaxy that quick 1-goal lead once again. So now they could be possibly putting themselves in a position where they won't have to make the comeback, but they will have to hold on to this lead.
As Owe gets a pass from Skittles, looking for the double, but gets 50'd there by the arrival defender, and Say unable to follow that up, but Skittles coming in for the dunk. Larry's going to clear that to his back corner, get the double touch, but Say's going to read that perfectly and get that cross middle, and gets the demo. He got a little bit of an offensive pressure there, but Skittles unable to get the slightest touch there right in front of the net as he had to stretch for that one. But so far, Galaxy is looking really good in this series, even while using the FA Skittles. And I'm taking a look here because I've been curious on how Skittles has been playing. If there's any rival teams that needed a player, and there are two teams that could use a player to fill out the rosters, and I think out of those two teams, Vortex is a playoff team, and they do have room to pick him up. So I'm wondering if they're watching this, if that might be a move that you see coming. I think Vortex. Is Vortex a playoff team? I'll have to double check that.
Yeah, that's definitely... No, they are not a playoff team. Unfortunately, they are 3-15 this season, but that would have been a fantastic pickup for them. This could be like an amazing sub that you could have, especially, you ever have one of those possible chances where you might need the forfeit, but Skittles could come in clutch.
As Say's going to put a blazing shot on target there, a great touch there by Rockerman to get that off to the side and keeping this a 1-goal lead. We are halfway through game three. Our rival's still up. Galaxy still up 1 goal and looking to still complete this sweep, as a rival is looking to fight back and at least get one and force this to overtime to try to keep their hopes alive and avoid that dreaded sweep to end their season.
Yeah, you definitely never want to go out on a loss, but when you're playing a top team like Galaxy, and it's going to be really tough to possibly win the series, especially needing a reverse sweep at this point. You definitely don't want to have to end the season on a sweep, as Skittles could possibly add to the lead, but he will not.
Yeah, Skittles had a great opportunity there, but it looks like he got a little messed up when he went up to try to get that touch, as that was going to be a tough angle for him. But Hunter did leave it open, as he did put himself in an awkward position after he got that first initial save. But Skittles is on the attack here, looking to get that middle, unable to do so, and Oe is going to set up a rival, but Skittles had just enough boost in the tank to be able to get back to that and make that goal line save.
Yeah, and we almost got to see a Rockerman.
Oh, a rival putting in the pressure and stealing one here with a minute to go.
Yeah, and that's going to end up tying the game up for a rival, as Hunter going to get a nice 50 on two of the Galaxy defenders, able to tie it up here with a little over a minute. And Galaxy, they were looking good to be in that sweet positioning as Arrival is going to end up tying the game up pretty late.
As great pass out by Say. Deep pass, but OA unable to make a touch as he got 50 there by the Arrival defender. And now OA is looking to dribble this down the field, but gets 50 there by Hunter. And we've got a good last game, game 3 here, as we're down to 40 seconds to go, 1-1, and the way this has been going, this could go to overtime here.
They're going to try and look to take away that overtime possibility. Galaxy with a lot of great chances here, but Arrival, they're going to eliminate that chance as we have below 30 seconds left, and we could possibly go to a Game 3 overtime. But Say is going to finish it off with Skittles' pass, and Galaxy's going to take a late lead.
Yeah, Skittles, great play right there. Pops it up like he's going to go for the air dribble, and then decides to pass that middle, and Say was ready, waiting for it, and he tucks that in the corner. And Hunter not able to get back in time for that, as now we head to the final 15 seconds with Say putting it off the backboard and Skittles coming in to bear it away. And I'm afraid that might do it here for Arrival and secure the sweep for Galaxy with only 13 seconds to go.
Yeah, it definitely does look like that should finish it off here for this Galaxy team, but you know, crazier things have happened as a kickoff goal could change it all.
Kickoff goal could change it all as they're looking to do so. Rockerman coming in hot, unable to get the 50, and OA is going to send this down to the Arrival side. And that's going to about all do it as this clock is now hit 0 and the ball drops and Galaxy comes away with the sweep to end the season. And if you're Arrival, that's not how you want to end your season.
Yeah, especially with, you know, how close I guess you could say they were in all 3 games. Able to hang in with Galaxy very late. Just unfortunate for them with a couple of blown leads, and it's going to end up finishing off their season, like you said.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Rival came out hot in game 1 and game 2. Game 1 had a 2-goal lead, and game 2 had a 3-goal lead. And you know, just not able to hang on to those, which is unfortunate. But you know, that's a great sign there by Galaxy that you know, great teams find a way to get wins, and even down by multiple goals, you know, they were able to do that. So, you know, you can see why they're well deserving of having that 3 seed. Now, talking about playoffs, Matt, we got the play-ins starting next week on Monday. We got the
Yeah.
rival through prospect play-ins. So it is officially time for playoffs. We have finished all of the regular season matches here in the Nemesis League, and Monday starts match 1s of the play-in games. So we'll have 3 games for you guys on Monday. Those will be the 7 and 8 seed matchups. Winner will of those games will take the 7 seed, and the loser will live to see another day, as they will get bumped to the Saturday match and a chance to play for the possible 8 seed. I know I'm excited for it. Playoffs is a wonderful time of the season, Matt, and right now, Matt, I want to hear first round of playoffs. Who do you think is the best matchup right now?
Are we talking all leagues or rival?
All leagues, all leagues. What's your favorite match that's already set up right now that you think is going to be a good one to watch?
Honestly, I'm just going to remain in rival real quick. I really think this may not be a very hot take. I really think Blaze and Hydra, I think those two will really go at it, to be honest. I feel like that's going to be a pretty close game. Or if you want to go into Prospect, I do know Melons and Banshees. They've really been in some close games this season, so that's going to be interesting to be able to see. So I'm definitely looking out for those two. But like you were saying, we're going to be getting into playoffs, so I'm pumped. I'm excited. You know, that's my favorite time of the season.
I think it's everyone's favorite time of the season. But that's going to do it for us here tonight on Saturday Night Rocket League for the Nemesis Gaming League. Next time you see us, we will be live and we will be with you for 3 amazing play-in matches starting on Monday. Can't wait to see you guys all there. Have a good night, guys.